Okay, students, let's discuss the remaining questions. Question number 181. Here, the question is asking about at which stage of the life the oogenesis process initiated. So, we know that in the female, the oogenesis starts just after the formation of the ovaries, and the gametogenesis will be started at that stage. So, here we will go for the answer. That one is the embryonic developmental stage. Okay. So, next question is lips loop as a type of contraceptive used X. So we know that it is the statement of the NCERT that the lips loops is a non-medicated IUD. Okay, so let's move on the next one. Question number 183. Which of the following function is not performed by secretion from salivary glands? Okay, so we will see that control bacterial population in the mouth. The salivary gland is having somewhat the bacteriolytic activities because of the lysogen. So that one is the correct statement. Next one is digestion of complex carbohydrates. So we know that the digestion of the starch begins from the oral cavity itself by the salivary amylase. Then lubrication of the oral cavity. So the saliva is also having the function to lubricate our oral cavity so that the engulf of the food is easier. That one is also the correct one. And the fourth one, digestion of the disaccharides. So we know that the salivary amylase in the oral cavity do not digest the disaccharide. It digests only the starch, that is polysaccharide. Okay. So the question is asking about the not the function. Okay. So our correct answer is 4. Okay. Okay. Let's move for the next question. Question number 184. The question is asking about if 8 Drosophila in a population, in laboratory population of 80 dies during a week. Okay, so you need to keep in mind the question is saying that 8 Drosophila out of total 80 Drosophila dies within a week. Okay, the death rate in the population is. So we have to find out the death rate in a population. And one more thing you need to pay attention on the question. It's saying that individuals per Drosophila per week. So you need to calculate the death rate per Drosophila per week. Okay, not total population. So you need to calculate these one like that. Total 8 Drosophilas are going to die within a week. Out of total 80 Drosophila, so our answer will be 0.1. So per Drosophila per week, the death rate is 0.1. So correct answer is first one. Okay, got it. Let's move for the next question. And here, question number 185. Given below are two statements. Restriction endonucleases recognizes specific sequence to cut DNA known as the parentomic nucleotide sequence. Obviously, this statement is correct. Let's move for the next statement. That is saying about the restriction endonuclease cut the DNA strands a little away from the center of the parentomic sequence. So, student, you know that if the restriction endonuclease enzymes are going to cut the DNA from a same point, in that case, the blunt end will be generated, and that are useless. So it should be cutted from apart distance from the center point. Okay. So statement second is also correct. In that case, let's move for the what is the question is asking. In the light of the above statement, choose the most appropriate answer. Okay. Okay. So both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. Obviously, just we have find out that both the statements are correct. But you need to check the other options as well. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are incorrect. So we know it's not the answer. Statement first is correct, but statement second is incorrect. It's also not our answer. Statement 1 is incorrect, but statement second is correct. Okay, that is also not our answer. Obviously, we will stick to these one only. Okay, got it. Let's move to the next question. Question number 196. From zoology, it asking about which of the following is correct statement. Okay, so you need to find out the correct statement only. The statement is saying cyanobacteria are group of autotrophic organisms classified under kingdom Monera. Obviously, these are the blue-green albina. about it? Blue green algae. Okay, they are also known as bacteria, and they are autotrophic. Bacteria are exclusively heterotrophic organisms. So we know that all the bacteria are not heterotrophic. Some bacteria are saprophytic, as well as some bacteria are chemotrophic, as well as some bacteria are also parasitic. Okay, so that statement is not correct. Slime molds are saprophytic organisms, obviously it's correct, but classified under kingdom Monera. So we know that the slime molds are not placed under the kingdom Monera. The slime molds are placed under the kingdom Protista, right? Okay, next option is mycoplasma have DNA. It's correct. Ribosome, it's also correct. But we know that mycoplasma do not possess the cell wall. In that case, the statement 4 will also be wrong. So our statement correct answer is 1. Okay, got it. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 187, a statement related to the human insulin. Okay, keep in mind which statement is correct about genetically engineered insulin. So you need to keep in mind the question is asking about only the genetically engineered insulin, right? So let's see the options. Pro-hormone insulin contain extra stretch of C-peptide. So we know that the pro-hormone insulin contains the extra C-peptide, but only in case of the when insulin is going to be synthesized within our body, right? But the question is asking about the genetically engineered insulin, right? So it's not correct. E. Peptide and D-peptide chain insulin were produced separately in E. coli, excreted and combines, creating disulfide bonds between them. Obviously, that one is the correct statement because the first of all, insulin was synthesized by the Eli Lilly, American pharmaceutical company, and they synthesized the insulin by these mechanisms only. So, D is correct. Now, let's move on to the next one. Insulin used for the treating diabetes was extracted from cattle and pig. This statement is also correct, but only in case of the insulin synthesis within the body, right? So, it's not about the genetically engineered insulin. Pro-hormone insulin needs to be processed for converting into a mature and functional hormone. Okay, this statement is also correct, right? But we need to focus only on the genetically engineered insulin. Some patients develop allergic reaction to the foreign insulin. That allergic reaction will be developed only in case if the person is getting the insulin from the other sources like the other animals. Okay, so not in case of the genetically engineered insulin, because genetically engineered insulin is like the real insulin that is going to be synthesized within our body. Okay, so that one is also incorrect. In that case, our correct statement is B only. So the answer should be B only, right? Let's move for the next question. And here is another question. Question number 188. Statement 1. In a scrubber, which exhausts from the thermal power plant passed through the electrical wires to charge the dust particles. Okay, so student, you need to keep in mind that is a very tricky question. In case of the scrubber, there is not the electrical charges are not used here. One shower is going to be used, that shower the water, and from here we are going to pass the polluted air. Okay, like this. Okay, so that polluted air will pass from there, and the showering water will collect the all dust particles that will be absorbed and suspended down. Okay, that is the basic mechanism of the scrubber. Now, the statement second. So one is incorrect. Statement second. Particulate matter PM 2.5 cannot be removed by a scrubber, but can be removed by an electrostatic precipitator. Okay. So in that case, we know that statement second is correct. Okay. Now, what the question is asking about? Light of the above statement, choose the most appropriate answer. So we have to answer appropriate. Okay. In that case, both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. We know the statement first is wrong, so it can't be the answer. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are incorrect. We know the statement second is correct, then it cannot be our answer. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. We know that statement 2 is correct, so it will not have an answer. Now, statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. Okay, obviously that is our answer. Okay, let's move for the next one. Here, the question from the genetics. Recombination frequency between the gene A and C is 5%. So you need to write it like A to C is 5%. Then B to C is 15%. Okay, so gene B to C is 15% recombination frequency, and B to D is 9%. B to D is 9%. Okay. A to B is 20%. A to B is 20%. Then C to D is 24%. C to D is 24%. And gene A to D is 49%. Okay, so A to D is 29%. Okay, so in order to solve this kind of tricky question, you just need to keep in mind, first of all, place the genes. Those are having the larger distance or the more distance apart. So here, at the one end of the chromosome, gene A will be located. At the another end of the chromosome, gene D will be located. And the distance between A to D, we know that it is 29%, right? Then C to D, 24%. Okay, so C to D, ये हमने plot कर दिया. C to D, the next one, C to D. So C to D, 29%. So C should be somewhere here, C to D, and it will be 24%. Okay, and A to B. Okay, first of all, we should find out the A to C. So here, A to C is 5%. Okay, then A to D will be 29. B to C. Okay, B to C 15%. So B to C, it should be here, B somewhere. Okay, B to C, in that case A, C, and B should be here at that point. Okay, so B to D. B to D, this distance is 9%. Okay, 9%. In that case, the remaining one, let me erase the B from this point. Okay, now it's okay. Okay, so we have completed the distance A to C, B to C. Here, B to C. That B to C is 15. Okay, so here 15 plus 9, it will be 24. Okay, that is correct. And then A to B. A to B. So our B is here, and this one is the A. A to B. The distance is 5 and 15. That is 20%. Okay. So the exact sequence of the gene is what? A, and then C, and then B, and then D. So here A D C, A D B C, D B A C, and then A B C D, and A C D D, A C B and D. So our answer is fourth one. Okay, got it? How to calculate or find out the sequence of the genes according to the distance between the genes. Let's move for the next one. Question number 190. Match the list. Here, biological molecules and their biological functions. We know that glycogen is a storage product in our body. Okay, so A will be matched to the fourth one, and then globulin. So in our body, like immunoglobulin, we can say that antibodies. So globulins are the antibody, like immunoglobulin. You know that immunoglobulin A, immunoglobulin D, and so on, IgE, IgD. And steroids. Steroids are the hormones. So these one. And thrombin. Thrombin is a biocatalyst that trigger the blood clotting process. Okay, in our body. So here A is going to match with the A here, these one, and globally these one, and steroids these one, and so on from B these one. So our correct answer, okay, fourth one, A4, B third, C1 and D second. Okay, I hope you got it. Okay, so let's move for the next question. We will